Therapy's more effective. Some people should not necessarily get therapy for that. I think it's okay. He feels bad for his whole life that he burnt 3 people alive. I think that's okay.
A series of brutal murders rocks the young elites in Kamurocho.
Yeah.
Each victim was a founder of Crimson Lotus, a group of thugs for hire. Mikiko lost her only sister at the hands of these thugs,
put him in jail and then
along with her foster parents. And to get revenge, she takes matters into her own hands. Like a phantom in the night, she attempts to kill the Crimson Lotus founders one by one. However, Ken Mochi lays an ambush for Mikiko, fearing that he might be her next target. Kaito bursts in on the scene and returns Mikiko back to safety. Seeing her safe and sound grants him a moment's repose, but their ordeal is far from over.
Damn, seriously? This expansion just keeps on giving. The doctor runs up and gets down on one knee. Mikiko, are you awake? Will you marry me? Dude, not the time.
Hey, is she all right? They didn't do nothing to her, did they?
Yeah, she's fine. She's just out.
Oh, that's good.
Get in, Kaito. We're taking Mikiko-san somewhere safe.
Fine. But you better be ready to talk.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know, someone in chat brought up a good point. How terrible should that guy's life be when, yeah, he was doing something terrible by setting a fire and burning down a house, but he didn't kill those people on purpose. That's a good point. I mean, you can get mad at him for the arson, and arson's terrible, but he didn't murder those people on purpose. He did kill them, though. I mean, he clearly felt really bad about it. Like, I don't know. It's a little more interesting. It's not like he's not like he's a cold-blooded murderer. You know what I mean?
You see, we're packing up.
Yeah.
Excuse the mess.
Manslaughter?
Crazy to think you were working for Mikiko all this time.
I don't know.
Why didn't you just say so?
Because we only found out who she really was.
Yeah, and you know what? I have to admit, that brings up that really dangerous argument where you can say a drunk driver didn't mean to go out and run into someone and kill them. They just got drunk. They didn't mean to hurt anyone, but it's like, yeah, but I mean, you knew the risks. Like you knew the risks when you did it. I don't know. This is a much larger conversation for another time.
The day. We had no idea she was June's mom either.
Even though she's your client?
All she gave us was a job, not her name. Said to protect Jun Sadamoto. Kidnap him if you have to, but make sure he stays safe. That's the long and short of it.
Yeah, I'm not following. So
it's too early and I haven't had a beer yet.
That's right, detectives and left her husband and kid in the dark? Just what the hell was she planning?
You're aware she's been trying to get revenge on Crimson Lotus, yes?
Yes.
Yeah?
So, what if she needed a babysitter? After her deed was done, all she'd need to do was swing by here, pick up June, and hightail it out of Japan.
What?
Bullshit.
Oh! Mikiko-san!
Mikiko.
Masaharu-san?
Oh, you scared the piss out of me.
You saved me again?
Don't tell me you forgot. I'm supposed to be your bodyguard, remember? All right, Mikiko. Tell me, did you really kill those people?
I intended to, but I never got the chance.
What do you mean?
Well, someone else was always one step ahead of me. No matter who I was after, they were killed before I even showed up. Ashizaki, the man in the burning building, same deal.
What?
He was dead by the time I arrived, and the place was already up in smoke.
So then, you're saying you're not a killer after all?
Correct. Though I'd give anything to do him in myself. Bastards.
Any idea who might be beating you to the punch?
I wish I knew.
The only other person who
I
could know is
see.
the doctor or the husband? Oh my god. Dude, the doctor said he'd do anything for her in the car. Oh no. I think it's a kid. And if it was the husband, it would be really weird that he got Kaito involved at all. The doctor doesn't seem capable. Hey, you saw him with his karate. There's a reason they showed him doing that. They didn't have to show him doing that. I think it's the Spanish Inquisition. What? I didn't think about that. The doc was with you at the moment of the last murder. That's a good point. That's a good point. He actually was driving over with us when the other guy died. Damn. Not the doctor. But, I mean, the husband maybe, but that seems really weird. Well, let's keep going. Who else would hold a 14-year-old grudge against the guys who murdered Maho-chan and her family? Also, the husband seems distant. Like, why would he all of a sudden care so much about Mikiko that he's going and murdering the people that murdered her family? Like, that seems...
Mikiko, there's a lot I want to ask you. Are you okay to talk?
Yeah.
Why go after the Crimson Lotus founders? Was it really out of revenge? You mentioned Crimson Lotus being responsible for killing your family. What set this all into motion?
It all started with Ken Mochi. He was some kind of real estate broker way back when. He was making a fortune too. And that was before the bastard went after my parents.
Right. Sadamoto-san mentioned something like that.
Except, there was no evidence that they ever started the fire. The police pinned it all on the stalker and left it at that. Meaning it's up to me to get justice.
Mikiko. 2 years back, you disappeared from your home, leaving a suicide note behind. The cops believe you killed yourself, but obviously you never did.
Of course not. Besides, I can't just die and leave my son behind. It was Crimson Lotus who framed my suicide. Must have been convenient for them.
I figured that was the case. But still, I can't believe you lived. They seriously pushed you off a waterfall?
To this day, I have no clue how I survived. I was apparently knocked out at the time. Maybe I have the devil's luck. Anyway, when I woke up, Shirakawa-san had already taken me in. But I couldn't remember anything.
What made your memories come back?
I was watching TV.
TV?
Yes. And Kyoya's face was on there.
Right. Your husband.
He's been on TV a lot lately. I think I saw him on some morning show. Anyway, he was chatting with a celebrity, looking real smug. And that's when it all came back. What Crimson Lotus had done to me, and what they took away.
Was there a reason you didn't contact your family right then? Sadamoto-san and June were worried like hell.
Let's just say I had some unfinished business to deal with. The kind a woman's family doesn't need to know about.
Okay then. Let's say you had taken down Crimson Lotus. Then what? You really meant for these dopes to take June?
Desperate times call for desperate measures. That's all I can say.
Mikiko,
Oh god,
Why'd you
that
want to
last
stick
question.
June with
I
these
just saw it.
shady assholes?
Because I needed a detective who'd take an anonymous job. I couldn't let it get out that I was still alive. The last thing I wanted was Crimson Lotus hunting me down first. And while detectives are supposed to maintain confidentiality, I can't just take that at face value. Besides, any legit detective would turn down some random woman asking to snatch up a specific kid, right?
True. Guess that explains why you go to ex-Yakuza.
Yeah, except Igarashi-san figured out who I was midway through it all.
Sorry I had to pry, Mikiko-san. But I always vet my clients. I'll admit, I was shocked to find out a dead woman hired us. Not to mention, one who was hell-bent on taking out Crimson Lotus. Those disgusting bastards. But hey, that's the most exciting shit that's happened to us in years. Why wouldn't we go all in?
I appreciate the help, Igarashi-san. Your people have had my back since day one. And Senda-san, I'm sorry my actions put you in harm's way.
How'd you even afford them after being gone 2 years? You have cash stored away somewhere?
After all I went through, I still managed to have my wedding ring. Pawned that off right away.
Apparently it was enough to cover my fee and then some.
Damn. Oof.
You know, your boy June ended up paying me a visit. He wanted me to help him find his mom.
I knew about that. Igarashi-san had told me he was with you. It didn't take me long to figure out what he was up to.
He also thinks he's my son. Of course, I beg to differ, but,
Right. That's all in his imagination.
yeah, that's what your husband said too. I guess June was reading your diary from when we were together and got some ideas in his head. He said you wrote, "I'll never see Masaharu-san again," and I should get this taken care of.
I wrote that? Huh. I wonder what I meant.
Come on, you really don't
What?
remember?
How could I? That diary's as old as time. And even so... Wait. You don't mean...
Ringing some bells?
Remember that time I borrowed 50,000 yen while we were out shopping? I forgot to grab money from the bank. But there it was, the cutest coat I had ever seen. The last one on the rack. And of course, I left my card at home too.
Huh. Know what? It does sound familiar. Hold on. Don't tell me.
Mm-hmm. I never gave you your money back after we split up. So I was stuck thinking about whether or not I should pay you back. It would have been pretty awkward after the breakup we had. So yeah, that was stressful.
What? You mean to tell me that's what all that meant?
If you want, I could give you 50 grand right now.
No thanks.
Really? Okay, you're the boss.
I don't know about that. That's a little suspect. It's a little suspect. The dates still don't add up. The fact that he's 14 still doesn't add up. So I wonder if it's the kind of thing where towards the end of the game, she's going to be like, yeah, that coat thing, that's not what that line meant. Or just like, I wonder if we're going to get a one-liner towards the end. That doesn't add up. I think we just got scammed. Maury! Where you at? He's retired now. Maybe we could hire him for a post job here.
Easy, Mikiko-san. They might have put drugs in your system. Why don't you take a rest in the back?
Sure. I'll take you up on that.
Okay. So, a lot more backstory. He's
Your
not
guy,
a murderer.
Senna. He's into Mikiko, isn't he?
Everyone is.
That obvious, huh?
Everyone's into Mikiko.
Well, yeah.
What can I say? The guy's a big softy. I always tell him not to get too close to clients.
Is she wearing a caterpillar
What about you?
cocoon? She was.
Mikiko got your attention too? For a crooked detective, I'd say you're pretty devoted.
Maybe I am.
Thank you, Rex.
I've always respected fearless women like her. And besides, it's devotion that got our customer satisfaction rate topping 80%. That said, the guarantee applies to real customers only. Suckers don't get the same deal.
Corrupt and methodical. Gotta have a system, right? Huh?
Damn, guess Sadamoto-san's a popular man in his field. Hugo did say he's been appearing on TV a bunch lately.
Hey, Kaito. You think Mikiko-san's into sweets?
Oh, yeah. If memory serves, she always liked dessert with her coffee.
Noted. Thank you.
When I get the Elden Ring shirt, oh, I actually just got this like yesterday. Yeah, my first time wearing it.
Kaito here. What's up?
Guess what? I was able to salvage the data from that hard drive, damaged as it was.
No shit! Nice going, man. Anything useful on there?
Well, I did find something intriguing. Scans of some under-the-table transactions. Though, whether they're useful to you or not, that I cannot say.
Well, wanna fill me in anyway?
Okay, so these scans showed questionable wire transfer records. It seems it was a security company that burned down. But 17 years ago, it received very large sums of unspecified funds over the course of 7 years. And the source of these funds was a smartphone app developer called Devenir.
So, some smartphone company illegally funds a security firm. What for?
That, unfortunately, I could not find. I tried combing through their email history, but still nothing came up.
Alright.
Oh, and this Devenir? It doesn't seem to exist anymore. In fact, there are hardly any records of it operating. I'm tempted to think it's a dummy corporation, Kaito-san.
Huh.
Yep, here comes the dad involvement.
Now tell me
Arius.
that's not fishy.
Indeed. Alas, that's about all I managed to recover. However, I do intend on looking into this Devenir a bit further. Seeing as there isn't much about it on the web, I'll likely have to do some extra digging.
Appreciate all the help, Tsukumo.
Of course. Just ping me if there's anything else you need.
So now we got records of illegal wire transfers from a smartphone app company to a security company. And the guy who ran the security company, Ashizaki, was one of the founders of the Crimson Lotus. Yo, maybe Dad is murdering all those people to keep his connections secret. Maybe Mom hasn't made the connection yet. And he's killing them so she doesn't.
Guys, this is bad. It's Mikiko-san.
Oh, come on. You could have just walked out the door.
Where is she? I don't know. The window was open when I got here.
First question. How strong is that Lacey thing?
Mikiko, where the hell did you go? Is she seriously going after Crimson Lotus again?
Oh, not good.
You know something?
Oh, no?
Numbnuts here doesn't know a damn thing.
He can speak for himself. Now talk.
Well, it's just that Mikiko-san might be...
Senda! Whatever she decides to do, we see it through to the end. That was the deal, wasn't it?
You trying to turn Mikiko into a criminal? You know detectives are supposed to protect their clients, right?
We are protecting our client by not letting you interfere with her work.
You know, Igarashi, I really can't stand the sight of you.
Okay.
I'll just have to beat the truth out of you then.
I'd like to see you try.
Sure.
In fact, I've been dreaming of the day I get to cave in your skull! Let's go, Kaito!
Why not?
Here we go! Don't fuck with me!
We have 1,100? Okay, I just gotta get a bunch of stuff. We can do this one too. That one. Okay. Special conditions required to obtain the go back to school battle bonus a certain number of times. Go back to school. Let's go back I like how I can Dark Souls roll. Ow. Bro, let me up first. Boom! The old dick twist! You know, one of our neighbors is coming over to pick up something from the garage, which is right on the other side of my studio.
Spill it.
And I kind of hope they hear me scream at the top of my lungs, give him the old dick twist. That would make for some interesting conversation at a future time.
Where'd Mikiko run off to? Talk!
You really think you can save Mikiko-san? The guy who left her in the dust for the Matsugane family.
Fuck you.
Believe me, Kaito. Her anguish runs deeper and darker than you can possibly fathom. She's fueled by a hatred too hot to be contained. That is, until she kills her target.
So what do you know about Mikiko, huh?
A lot, actually. Collecting June wasn't all she had us do. There was another thing she asked us to look into, which is how we learned of suffering that'd push anybody over the edge.
Tell me.
I'll ask you again. Do you really think you can save Mikiko-san? You got the balls to face the misery she's going through and accept what she's become?
My mind's already made up. I'm gonna save Mikiko. Don't give a rat's ass if I die trying.
Well said. Then let's go.
Huh? Go where?
Chuijincho, Yokohama. I'll fill you in on the drive. Any unfinished business you have, go take care of it now.
Oh damn. Okay. Yeah, they just had to fight it out for a bit. Hey, sometimes, you know, guys got to work it out with their fists. It's just how we work. We're very basic at the end of the day. And swords. Yes. You mean you don't all do impromptu fight clubs, right?
Oh,
Fighting
Kaito!
out of the blue, that's so
Where's Mom?
abstruse. It is.
Don't worry, she got out all right. Turns out she never killed anyone either.
What do you mean? Whew, that's good news. Glad to hear my mom's not a killer.
We still don't know who the culprit is, though. And I'm running short on leads.
Wait, then where is Mom now?
I don't want the kid to worry anymore.
About that. She's still got some stuff to take care of. But she said she'll be back once it's all handled.
Yeah? What kind of stuff would that be?
That I don't know. Maybe shopping?
Shopping? Now? Okay then. So, what are your plans?
Actually, June, you and I are gonna hang for a bit.
We are?
Yeah. After all you've been through looking for your mom, I figure we could both use a break. Grand tour of Kamurocho sound good?
Hell yeah! Let's do it!
I've got things
Then
to
let's
do.
hit the streets.
Okay!
What? Okay. Hey, Fall Mystic. This is a little weird.
We going?
Just in case he dies? Maybe, but yeah. Kaito, son, were you able to find Mikiko-san? Whoops. I found it, but it's kind of complicated. I'm at M-Side Cafe and Camaro Theater. Would you like to have a chat? Not really, no. I'll stop by when I feel like it. Didn't even respond to him.